Hello, my lovely angels. I hope you guys are looking forward to this week's readings. I will dive into it, but before I do, I just want to say that as much as tarot is such an amazing and incredible tool to find guidance, to find clarity, to help us sometimes when we feel a bit lost or low, the most amazing thing that we can do for ourselves is actually connecting with ourselves. So I luckily have an incredible partnership with a lovely meditation apps that I think that you guys will be interested in. So if you are, Aura is an incredible app that has everything in it, from meditations to sleep sounds to therapy, even coaching sounds on there, audios on there that can really help you. Breath work, hypnosis, there is so many things on there, affirmations I could carry on, ASMR, everything. There's so much variety on there of anything that you could potentially need. So I do just want to give it a lovely shout out. It's something that I love to use and found great benefit in. So it's been on this channel for a while. I do shout them out every now and again because I do really genuinely believe that it's beneficial. So if you do want to tap in, if you do want to try the app out, I do have a lovely 7-day free trial for you guys to use if you just click the link down below. And if you do want to carry on with the app, which I guarantee most of you will after you try it out, you do also get 25% off the membership as well. So give it a go. 7-day free trial, nothing to lose there. And if it benefits you, then you also get a lovely discount as well. So, and let me know if you enjoy it, because I love it. I use it all the time whenever I sit down and meditate. So I definitely feel like it will help you guys out as well. So if you need it, there it is. I will jump straight into the readings now. So let's go over to your messages. Hello, my lovely Geminis. I hope you guys are doing well. I am back. I feel a bit better. I was sick last week. Maybe you can still hear it in my voice, but I'm much better now. So let's dive into your reading, my lovely Geminis. Let's see. This is going to be for the week of the 1st to the 7th of July. So let's see. Okay, you have 3 cards already coming out here. The first one is the fate. So there will be some fated situations happening this week. I always say that this brings in a sense of feeling protected. Okay, feeling like you do have a lot of blessings around you. So for some of you, the fated situations are going to make you feel that way. Like the universe is listening, like, you know, I don't know, feeling closer to the universe, maybe even as well, feeling happy, feeling grateful, all the kind of emotions that come up with that card. So that might be how you will be feeling. You do also have round around and chop wood, which is super interesting because this represents like a karmic cycle. And the chop wood card is about keeping consistent with something until the doors open. Like, don't give up on yourself. So this feels like you guys might be trying to break a habit or try to get into a routine or whatever it is, or out of a routine, whatever the round around is. It feels like you're trying to break away from it, but what you're having to do is to do the mundane. Is stuff where you have to constantly show up for yourself in order to see results. So it does feel like what Spirit's trying to say is, if you are trying to break out of a cycle or break into a new one, however it resonates for you, keep consistent with yourself. Keep showing up for yourself. It may be boring, it may be mundane. If you're having to build a routine or a new habit, you have to show up for yourself even when you don't feel like it, but it is going to pay off. There is an energy here of don't give up. It's going to pay off. The doors are going to open for you, which is good. All right, let's carry on though. Let's get some more messages for you for this week. For Gemini, you have cornucopia. This is what the doors are opening to, is to an abundance of something here. There's a lot of gold energy in this card, which really does feel like an abundance of some kind, reaping the rewards for something that's taken a lot of hard work from you. So I do like that. Let's carry on. Why am I shuffling it like this? All right, you have joy. This feels like a really good week for you guys. You're being called to bring some joy into your life this week, okay? So especially when things get a little bit mundane and boring, make sure that you're also balancing that energy with some fun as well, because I feel like it will help keep you motivated to keep moving forward. Let's get you some of these. You have Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself. I love this energy. It feels like I feel like I'm seeing you running a race and Spirit is like cheering you on. So I don't know if you're trying to reach a goal, like I'm seeing the goal post, or
Yeah, and that might be what it is. Whatever this thing is that you're trying to break out of, you know, when you're running, I mean, I wouldn't know, but maybe some of you know, where you feel like, oh my God, I just want to give up. Like, I'm so tired with what it is. I really do want to reach that goal, or I really want to finish the race, whatever it is. I'm just speaking hypothetically so you guys can understand what I'm seeing. It's almost like, oh, I just want to give up. Like, my body feels like so tired. But then spirit is like cheering you on to give you motivation to find joy in what this challenging situation is in order for you to reach a certain goal. A key theme is to not give up and to believe in yourself. Spirit believes in you, so why don't you believe in yourself? All right, if this beautiful, loving, universal energy loves you and sees you as successful, then the only limitation is yourself here. All right, anyway, let's carry on. We also have Fox Spirit. Think on your feet. So this week, I am sensing with that energy, there are two things here. Believe in yourself and think on your feet, kind of reminding me that maybe this week, you are being called to have more confidence in your decision making and your ability to be flexible and to adapt this week. Okay, so some choices might come up, some decisions, things might come up this week where it's calling for you to kind of think on your toes a little bit here and be able to move around, whatever that means. Like, I'm seeing basketball players now, you know, where they're just on their toes, like they're constantly ready to go in whatever direction. So being flexible, being able to adapt to situations whenever it comes up. So if there are any challenges that come your way, again, I just want you to imagine like basketball players. I don't know why, Gemini, because I just want you to be able to understand that you don't know what's going to come your way or what's going to happen. You can't control your surroundings most of the time. So you believing in yourself and your abilities to adapt and make the correct decisions will really be very helpful for you guys this week. Anyway, I really am seeing like trainers and feet as a weird thing, like, and then just like running as well. Like, I don't know. Anyway, let's carry on. Right, let's see. Let's grab you one of these. Let's get you a keyword for Geminis. You have 2. Being called to bring balance this week. The affirmation for this that you may be, you know, if you want to write it for yourself somewhere or repeat it to yourself or put it in the comments. However you will want to affirm it, the affirmation for this, Gemini, is I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world and I do so without judgment. And you have acceptance coming through, which says, I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. That's interesting. I wonder how that will come up with that acceptance, because like they're showing me a little bit that, yeah, there is something clearly that you're having to accept in some kind. But let's hold that thought for a second. I do have one last deck. This is the Whispers of Love. For Gemini, please, Spirit. I really random message for somebody. Like, I just heard, like, there might be an uncle in a spirit world for somebody out there who's just saying hello, and maybe this card will resonate. Beginning with an F or something around the initial F has some significance. Anyway, you have I love you. These are powerful words. And I was thinking about someone in the spirit world. So someone's uncle is there saying hello and that they love you. So in general, for everybody else, the I love you card coming through in this reading is just really about making sure that we are expressing our love to the people that we have around us. These are powerful words, so let's not throw them out to just anybody, but let's make sure that we are spreading love to others. Okay, and sometimes you never know who needs to hear it. You know, maybe it's just saying it to a family member or to a friend, because I feel like it actually has the power to uplift somebody this week, or maybe someone's saying it to you. But let's carry on. I have one last oracle deck, and I promise I'll get into the rest of the reading in the tarot with the tarot decks. But let's see. For Gemini, you have serenity coming up for you guys this week, so you'll be feeling good. I love that. You have truth and integrity. I will show you, but there is nudity on the cards, so don't want to get demonetized. And you have abundance. You have 2 cards coming through now, cornucopia and abundance. I love that. Maybe that's because you're standing in your truth and integrity, or there is something about you, again, like breaking some sort of habit and sticking to what you told yourself you were going to do. Like that could be what it is. That's what integrity can really mean too. All right, let's dive into the tarot. I will pull 3 cards for your energy and the overall energy for the week. Okie dokie, for Geminis, I'm going to pull it out in the order. 4 of Pentacles. This can sometimes be a lack mindset, you know, holding so tightly to things because you do not actually truly believe that if you were open that you would attract in the right things for you. It's kind of like desperately holding on to something because it's important and you fear that if you let go of it, it will leave you. So whether that's how we are reacting in relationships, or if it's like feeling down on yourself, or I really feel like there's a need to release the need to control something. It's really, really important in your life, because otherwise he's blocking himself from moving forward. He's so adamant that he has to hold on to every coin that he makes, and now he has no room for any more. He's not living in abundance. He's fearful that if he lets go of this and let go of the control he has over something, that he will not get any more than what he's got, or someone will take it. You know, all these fears come up from a lack of mindset. So in order to have an abundance, we have to go, you know, I know that I'm deserving of abundance. I don't need to control anything. What is mine will come my way, and what isn't will leave, and clear space for more things to come my way. It's almost like needing to release control over something, and that might be why acceptance is here for you as well. So this week, don't be too down on yourself. Open up. It's very important here, and let go of the heaviness that you might be experiencing with all the hard work that you're doing as well. Okay, you could be feeling a little bit like finances are tight, or, you know, things like that. Ace of Wands coming through, though, really does bring in like an exciting new beginning. So I don't know if I'm feeling like you could hear something or get this idea that might actually help you, whether there's movement involved, because sometimes that comes up as like traveling or moving homes, for example, or a new job, new career, or a brand new idea that brings some excitement and adventure into your world. So that's something that you can expect coming up. And interestingly, of the Hermit, and in this case, I love this combination because it almost feels like you're receiving that staff to then now become the Hermit, or have some, if I'm going to speak again, like hypothetically, you're gaining something that's going to help you along your path, whether it's something that just gives you motivation, maybe it's purpose. You guys are getting this exciting new idea or calling of your purpose. The Hermit coming through this week, I mean, you guys could actually get, there could be a mentor coming your way. Sometimes the Hermit can be a teacher, but you could be the teacher if that's how you resonate. Then you could be actually finding hope in your situation this week with this new idea, or this idea gives you hope out of this dark situation that maybe you've been in for a little while now. Because this is kind of like dark night of the soul sometimes. It's needing to go out and reflect and to distance yourself from your situation, look at it from a higher perspective, and to see it from a place of hope and wisdom. And allow that wisdom to guide you and to analyze and to reflect. So some of you are definitely doing some inner reflecting that's going to actually give you maybe this new idea, this new passion, this new purpose. It's going to help you come out of this limited energy that you might be currently in. But let's carry on with the rest of reading and piece it together. Let's look at what challenges Gemini might experience this week. The Moon. This is about the unknown. So maybe there are some fears about the unknown, which can go hand in hand with that control and the need to accept something. The Moon can sometimes represent, well, the unknown is hidden things. Okay, sometimes it's also about like emotional stuff. This card has been coming up a lot lately as like the subconscious mind. So again, maybe a habit you're breaking is that limitation that maybe you've been conditioned to believe in for a long time. Your challenge is really about the unknown. Now, some of you may have some trust issues because that 7 of Swords is here in the Moon. A lot of this can be about like deception or illusion. So just pay attention to that. All right. If that is for you, I don't see that as everybody. I'll just say distance yourself from people who feed confusion or you feel is manipulative or whatever. kind of come out of that energy. Because the message with the moon, when you're in this state, or when the fool, because it's a fool's journey as the story of tarot, when he's here, he starts to feel like nauseous, he starts to feel sick, and it's only until he gets out of it that he realizes it was that place that was making him feel that way, making him feel confused. So for some of you, you could actually be discovering something that's giving you some, like, maybe some miserable symptoms, or again, maybe it's your health, I don't know, like really random message for some of you, or mental health. You could actually be discovering what's causing it, and it might actually come as a surprise to you. It could be an environment, certain people, influences around you, or a space and energy that you were in. Okay, now for others of you outside of that, the challenge that you might face is really the unknown. I don't know if some of you make the best decisions when things are a little bit unclear to you. Sometimes it can really just be about going back to what's easy, or going back to what you do know, which is the old habits, old routines. And maybe that's why you get stuck in a cycle a little bit, because the moment you step into the unknown and it gets scary, it gets confusing, you have all these options, you don't know what to do, you have to make decisions, and they're important, and maybe you don't trust in yourself again. So it's almost like, I think I want to advise you, especially with that truth and integrity card that says don't fear the unknown. Embrace the opportunities that it actually presents to you. The unknown can absolutely be scary, especially if you don't trust or believe in yourself and your ability to think on your feet. If you don't believe you're able to pivot, or you don't believe that you're able to adapt to situations, then absolutely the unknown can be scary, because you might be a little bit of a perfectionist and say, well, if I don't make the right choice, I make the wrong choice, I ruined my life. When the reality is, everything is really trial and error. We learn as we go. You know, I'm sure we've all had experiences where we thought we could trust somebody and turned out we couldn't trust them. Okay, now that's a learning curve. Our life didn't end. We learned to pivot. We learned to go somewhere else, focus our attention on something else, go and choose another option. So for some of you, I feel like it's really about making sure that we don't go back to what we know, especially if you're trying to break out of a certain cycle. Again, whether it's just limitations, what you're wanting to do is breaking out of this same cycle, round and round, ending up in the same space, same situation, just different faces, you know. I'm going to clarify these. Right, the moon. The Four of Cups, this is feeling jaded, feeling bored, feeling not very content with the offers that are coming your way. Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords again, and a Queen of Wands. That is again a lack of confidence in your decision making, because Queen of Wands is confidence. It is about having good ideas and feeling inspired, or feeling happy. Some of you might actually feel a little bit scared to find joy in what you're chasing, because some of you may have reached a lot of dead ends, and maybe you lack trust within your decision making and your intuition, because maybe you feel like this is a card of self-sabotaging when it's up to you. Or maybe people have deceived you, you know, they have a certain facade that they put out there. You believe in it. You're like, wow, this person's amazing. And it turns out that they don't, you know. So that could be a challenge that you guys have faced. But in this sense, for a lot of you guys, if it's not outside of yourself, then it's within. And we have that moon here as well, actually. So I don't know. Some of you have a subconscious belief that actually is damaging your own confidence in your decision making and your ambition. The Queen of Wands, you are the Queen of Wands here. So you are naturally ambitious. You're very caring. You're very nurturing. You're very unique. All right. She has a lot of amazing ideas. She's fiery. She's very creative. So this is you. But the Seven of Swords is like, oh, let me stick to the safe space. That's what I want to say to you, is like, it's sticking to the safe space. It's sticking to what's familiar. Let me blend in the crowd when really you're made to stand out. You know, it's going against your own purpose. It's going against your own dreams or your own ambitions so that you don't stand out. Like for some of you, that could be what it is. That's interesting. Now let's clarify that Seven of Swords. The Magician. The Nine of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. The Seven of Swords and the Magician. Again, some of you may have definitely dealt with manipulative people. That could definitely be a message for some of you. People who pull the strings and get away with it, you know. And that could be, maybe if you are dealing with someone like that, that could be a challenge for you guys this week. I will say again, yeah, sometimes it's not about changing the person, because most of the time they don't change. It's about changing course. As we said, I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Some of you need to understand that this is somebody's personality, and if they make you feel this way, you cannot change them. Okay, the best way to save yourself in a situation is by breaking the cycle. You know, round and round, like if you get in the same cycle with someone, it's when you give them another chance, okay, they say they're going to change, but we end up in the same cycle again. We end up exactly where we were before. If you're in a situation like that, yeah, sometimes the way to get out of this is just coming out of it, you know, completely cutting the cycle off. So some of you need to hear that. Now, for others of you, because not everyone's going to be dealing with a situation like that, the Seven of Swords and the Magician, again, might be, again, self-sabotaging against your own desires and your own beliefs that you can manifest whatever it is and bring whatever it is into your reality, okay? The Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords might be like overthinking a plan, or worrying that something's not going to work out, whether it's, again, a new career, a new way to make money, a collaboration of some kind, or the planning process of something. You guys could be doubting it. And the Magician being here, your thoughts manifest into your reality, or should I say your beliefs manifest in your reality. If you're spending most of your time focusing on what can go wrong, naturally you're going to be your energy leans towards that. Whereas if you start focusing on what can go right, what you're capable of, being proud of yourself, bring those things into your day, speaking kindly to yourself, getting familiar with the unfamiliar, then you're able to build a better foundation for yourself. And again, thoughts do manifest into reality when they become a belief, of course. So repetition. So affirmations will really work for you guys this week if you need them. Some of you might not resonate with this. All right, let's go and get you some advice. The Three of Pentacles came up again. So whatever it is that you're fearing and running away from needs to be focused on. Actually, underneath that as well, you have the Four of Swords. Some of you could do with a break, or some of you might need a few days off this week to focus on your health or to focus on getting clear. Because the Four of Swords is about addressing certain pains that maybe you have with this Three of Pentacles, whatever that means to you. Collaboration, maybe again, not being able to trust people or not feeling very trustworthy of certain things, that whether it's friendships or whether it's something that you're building, or maybe it's the foundation of something. Take a break and come back to it with fresh eyes, as they say. Your advice is to not give up on this. It's to work on maybe your thoughts and how they might be manifesting, or should I say your fears. Okay, the Knight of Swords coming in and the Eight of Wands does represent a little bit of like a message from Spirit saying things are going to start speeding up here. They don't want to rush you, because they are actually asking you to take a little bit of a step back and make sure they're prioritizing your health and taking a break when necessary. They're saying your advice is to focus on you. Sorting out a plan for some of you, if it's your career or your finances, with Three of Pentacles, but it's about the core, making sure that your core foundation is solid. And some of you, that is just personally yourself. And again, those subconscious beliefs, making sure that we have the right, they're showing, what's the word for it? The right frame. Because the Three of Pentacles actually doesn't even have any pentacles in it. It's just the outline. It's just a frame for them to go in there. So this is why I always see it as like, you're building something. It could be on yourself. Again, it's something that you're working on. But it requires rest, and it requires you to take a break when necessary and come back to it, or to work within. It could even be, again, working on your subconscious, which I do definitely feel like is something important for you guys this week, because things are going to start speeding up for you. Why is the Knight of Swords here with advice? The Two of Cups. Okay, there is some communication coming through about a connection or someone who is a soulmate in your life. The King of Wands and the Hierophant. You guys actually could have a relationship coming in very quickly. in which case this is somebody who is super right for you. If you're in a relationship, I'm not talking about anyone who is with a manipulative energy. This manipulative energy could be outside of a relationship for most of you. The King of Wands and Queen of Wands is a power couple, by the way. This is a very flirtatious, fun, bubbly, energetic connection, one full of ideas and creativities. And the Hierophant being here, especially the Knight of Swords and the Two of Cups, it is a soulmate connection that's either coming in or is about to take off even further. Can I just see, because Knight of Swords really is communication, some of you could just be hearing from this person, or they have something important to say this week. That just moved by itself. That was actually weird. Three of Cups and Eight of Cups. Oh, so someone that you're in a relationship with could be coming in with some news about them wanting to walk away from something. Three of Cups from maybe a certain social group. Eight of Cups, walking away from something that doesn't serve them or doesn't bring them enough happiness. Maybe this is, again, somebody that you know that may, not that they've rejected you before, but maybe they had different priorities. That's up to you, though, with that story. Because there is a connection coming your way. Maybe they were not clear. Maybe they were focusing a lot more on like short-term things and not on long-term relationships. But that's just for a few of you. Let's see, the Eight of Wands. This is about things moving in the right direction as your advice. It's about focusing on moving forward. So for some of you, you also could be walking away from things that don't serve you. You have the Five of Wands and the Six of Cups. Like this could be to do with like your past, people of the past, or again, past soulmates. The Five of Wands, these are conflicting connections or conflicting memories that maybe you have of the past that have been holding you back and being a blockage for you in the moment. So the Eight of Wands is about finally moving in one direction, no longer focusing your energy on anything like the past, and this is you overcoming that and moving forward. So opportunities will come your way, life is speeding up, transformation is underway, but it all comes from you leaving something in the past where it deserves to be. It's behind you, it's not in front of you, it's behind you. So now you're focusing your energy now in a very clear way. Okay, my angels, so that's what I have for you. I hope this has helped in some way. Let me know in the comments if it resonated with you. I'd love to know, because I love to read the comments and I like when it does resonate, of course. So please let me know, don't be shy. And I hope to see you guys next time. All right.